So here, you don't need to throw water on it, that's all the water you need. Push down hard. My brick wall is stopping it turning into a pancake, so I'm holding it there and I've sealed it. Now you have to cone it up and centre it down. So here, I'm using this part of my left hand and that part of my right hand, so it's like that, and I wrap it around and I squeeze that, and then I push away from me with this hand and down with that hand, and now that is perfectly centred. So if it goes off centre, you just hold your hand still and it will go back in place. So then you cone it up twice. Most potters cone up twice. Sometimes, depending on the type of clay, you can cone up several times. Depends on the clay. So here, now because this one is anchored, yeah, by virtue of the fact that that is anchored, holding this makes this anchored too. So I'm going down in a V shape, and then I'm pulling towards me, and I hold it for a couple of revolutions and release the tension. So here, I'm just putting that in there, and now I'm going to push this up into a volcano shape. And I hold that for a couple of revolutions and compress the rim. So this is the same thickness. All the clay that is going to make it taller is all down here. So I need to push that in and bring it up. So here, I'm just going to put that in there, push in at the bottom. There's the little triangle of clay, and I bring that triangle up. So it's a bit like surfing that wave of clay. And I bring that up, so now that's taller. Hold it for a couple of revolutions and compress the rim. And then I dip that in, and you have to lubricate the clay, but you don't have to pour water over it, it's just a waste of water. So all I need to do again is push in at the bottom and bring that triangle of clay up. And there's that. So, and I would push in again at the bottom, bring more clay up, and there's a mug. Here, make sure there's no water in the bottom, because that would then just decompose it.
Oh.
So here, I'll just make sure I've brought up enough. Yeah, I could belly that out if I wanted. Belly that out a little bit more. And then, because you're drinking from it, I put the chamois leather on there so that it's lovely and smooth to drink from. And here, I'm just going to shave this bit at the bottom. I'm not going to shave it all the way up because I quite like those lines. I like the way the glaze sits on those lines. So there, I'm just shaving the wet clay off. Just putting that in line. And then, using this, I'll just take that off at the bottom. Take that off there. And then just make sure that by doing that I haven't pushed the clay in. Make a jacuzzi seat. So just push that down a little bit.